Welcome to my writing cottage. This is Shannon Anderson, and I'm going to tell you a little about my writing journey. As a kid, I loved reading books, and I loved writing books. As a matter of fact, this is the book I got my first writing award for, Oops, yet to be published. In high school, my job was actually working at the public library. I was in the children's section and fell in love with children's books all over again. In my senior scrapbook, I wrote that my future career goal was to become an elementary teacher and a children's book author. I did become a teacher. I got married and had 2 cute girls. But I quickly realized that I didn't have much time or money to be able to spend on the second part of my dream and to be able to learn more about becoming a children's book author. Until one day I found out about this creativity grant that I could write. So I wrote it and I ended up getting it, and I got to go to Los Angeles and to Georgia to 2 week-long conferences and learned so much about the industry and about how to improve my writing. At the first conference, I even won a writing award. My first publication was an article in Highlights magazine. I kept going to conferences and joined a critique group and different writing groups and took online classes. I also joined the Society for Children's Book Writers and Illustrators. My next publication was a story that ended up in 3 different Chicken Soup for the Soul books. In 2012, my first book finally came out, I Am Not a Pirate. I started doing school visits, and then my publisher took on Nick and Chuggets. I decided to try my hand at nonfiction and wrote Maggot Man, a book about forensic entomology. Penelope Perfect was next. Then the day came that I was asked to become the regional advisor for the Indiana Society for Children's Book Writers and Illustrators, which I've done the last couple of years. It's been a great experience and a chance to plan conferences for our state and to help others learn about the children's book business. And then Vulture and Hummingbird flew in. My most recent book is Coasting Casey. So here are all my books. I still love doing school visits. Still doing book signings. I not only enjoy teaching kids how to write, but I love going to teaching conferences and sharing with teachers how to make writing fun and exciting in the classroom. I'm still having writing camps and poetry clubs. My girls are teenagers now. I'm still going to as many conferences as I can. I love attending conferences, but I also love teaching at conferences and getting to be a part of the planning. I have a cute book guy that works my table when I present. This summer I got to be a part of the You Can Never Go Wrong by Being Kind project. I'm still teaching, still developing young writers, and loving every minute of it. Here are my 5 seconds of fame at the International SCBWI Conference, where I got to meet Judy Blume. But my most exciting recent news is that I now have an agent. I've met so many great friends and writers along the way. I work with some amazing people. Having people by your side that encourage and support you makes all the difference. Whether you're a fellow writer or a friend or family member, thanks so much for going on this journey with me.